Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Techish Stuff, and I'm going to be reviewing a web app today that I've been using for the past few weeks, and to a large extent, I believe this is one of the best web apps out there when it comes to short video creations because of the ease of use and the flexibility it gives compared to the other ones that are really strict and is support dependent for their success. This gives you the luxury to make all the edits that you do want as much as you want. So of course, I'm going to get started from YouTube. I'm going to find a random short video, and I'm going to be showing you how to create a long form video, how to make shorts out of those long form videos actually. So the app today, like I said, is Minvo. Minvo is an app that helps you to create like pro edited clips within 3 clicks like they promised. And I'm going to be showing you some of the features. It has seamless integrations with social media, which is true. And it's so easy for you to modify, as I'm going to be showing. So these are the main things that you're going to find with Minvo that are mind-blowing. I've used some of these apps and I know that this is one of the best. All right. So it gives you accurate subtitle, which means it takes the video, runs the subtitle in more than 48 languages actually. It does auto frame, which means it's auto frames the face of the speaker. It also has the emoji feature where it had emojis to the video. I don't know if you've seen some shorts like that. It does also give you automatic b-roll, and you have the option to create the b-roll by yourself as well, which is a really big deal. Next is the background music. I think this is the first and the only one that I've seen that actually lets you add background music. This is a big deal as it cuts off one whole aspect of video creation where you have to export your shorts and then add background music to it and all of that. Also, it's seamless posting to social media. Trust me, this is true. So let's review the pricing of this app. So right now it's $7.99 per month for 2 hours of video editing, which means you upload videos. So usually what I do is I look for videos within 4 and 20 minutes, at least, so I can maximize this space, these 2 hours. And also they have an option for $11.99, and the difference in there is just the storage space for the most part and how long the video stays before it actually expires. Also, the $19 lets you add up to 10 gig in storage space, 3 users, which means if you have like a someone that is helping you with your video creation, you can actually add team members on there as well. And then they have annual options that gives you 40% off, and you see here if you need more time, up to 240. I think they have more, up to 780 minutes per month. You can actually buy that. Of course, it's kind of more expensive, but trust me, I think it's worth all of the pay. All right, so I'm gonna go by, of course you can try Minvo. Just click on try Minvo and log in with your user ID and password. But since I already have my user ID and password, I'm already registered with Minvo, I'm gonna go ahead and just log in, and we're gonna get started with the video creation. All right, so these are some of the projects that I've worked on, and just looking at the interface, it takes you straight to your upload, so you can see videos you are currently working on. The next tab you see here will be the projects, and these are the shorts of the videos that you're editing. So let's say I have like a video, and the video gives me 10 moments, 10 shorts that I can use, and then I find one like this one. This guy is talking about Gen Z LGBTQ influence on traditionalist, right? So I like it, so I click on edit, right? And then I start modifying it. So it moves it from upload, it moves it into projects. So anytime, instead of me going to find it, I can always come back in here and continue modifying my video. And then the next tab will be your socials. Of course, you can check all the social media accounts that you have connected. You can also go under all posts, and you can see all the posts that you have scheduled in here as well. So you can see that I have videos scheduled up to the 22nd. So this is, I've been using this, I believe, since the 11th. It's really amazing, trust me. It's really good, and it shows you how many minutes you have left. So right now I have 1,315 minutes remaining. So this is amazing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to uploads. And how does this work? All right, so the first thing you want to go is go on YouTube and find your favorite shorts. Probably for me, I listen to a lot of podcasts, so when I find a podcast that is really interesting that I like to like make shorts from, like this interview or this speech by Jeff Bezos from 3 hours ago, Jeff Bezos' advice for young entrepreneurs. It's a very nice speech that I love. So I like to create a short out of it. So the first thing you want to do is to click on the plus sign under your uploads. You want to add a video, and it gives you two options here. The first option is you can add a short. So if you already have a short, you can actually add it to make captions out of it. So it all depends on you. The next thing you want to do here, you can click on make shorts from a video, right? And then it gives you the option to upload video from your computer. Also, you have the option to import. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import. All right. So it's gonna go through, and so fast, guess what? It did create a bunch of shorts for me from this video, and it gives you like, this is number 1 short, number 2 shorts. You have a feedback option here. So if you don't like the short, you can hide it, or you can like it and it stays. You can download your short from here. So you can see your aspect ratio. You can change your aspect ratio. You can choose like a default background music if you want that. If you have a caption style, you can do all of that. But right now we have all of them as default, really. And it's also applying my most recent template to this, all right? So what I'm gonna be doing is going through the shorts and finding which one that I like most. So let me see.
A guy like you, we only have a few principles at Amazon, kind of core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. So the first one, and by far the most important one, is customer obsession. And we talk about it as customer obsession as opposed to competitor obsession. And I have seen over and over again companies talk about customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And that's just a completely different mentality. By the way, competitor focus can work, but I don't think it works in the long run as well as customer focused.
Okay, so I like it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. All right, so I like it, but a few things you notice in the video is the video is not well centered. So let's start from our interface here. So in the center, you have your video. So you can actually preview your video as you're working. And then in here, you can add an intro, outro, if you have an intro and an outro. You have your actual videos that were edited. This is actual speech spoken by Jeff Bezos. And you can change it. If I click on extend, it's gonna give me what section of the video that is, right? So I can start. I want to make this my start. So a guy like you is going to be the one to start, and focus is going to be the end of it, right? So I like it.
A guy like you, we only have a few principles at Amazon.
So I think I like to start from we only have a few principles, right? So let's start.
To over and over again. And if you looked at each of the...
Let's go back and let's start.
We only have a few principles at Amazon.
So now I'm going to continue on that. And this is beautiful. Trust me, this is one of the easiest video editing app that you're ever gonna need. I think this is the only one you actually need for real. And trust me, it's because I've been using this for a while. So, and then on the right here are some of the tools we are gonna be using at the end. It's beautiful, trust me when I say so. Like this is your aspect ratio, you can export from here. But for this, I'm gonna be clicking on my magic cuts. I'm going to be showing you what that means. It's going to remove like, you know, all like some of the filler words. It's going to be removed. And when I click on apply, you see it kind of shows me like 2 of the words is going to be cut in. So I'm going to click on that. Also, I can also use that to auto add emojis. I like to add my emojis above the caption. So it kind of stays above the caption, and it's going to go through and actually make that happen for me. All right. So now, another thing I do is I use my auto highlight. Let me see here, emojis, auto emphasis. So I want to make sure that it captures like all the keywords, like customer obsession. You can see that, competitor obsession. So you see all the colors that you see on the screen. So next, I want to make my view actually focus on the right people. Of course, I can click on magic framing, but usually I like to do some manual work on it just to make sure that everything is centered the way I want it to be. So you can click on center, you can just click on center and then it's going to centralize it. So now you see now it's focused on
principles
Jeff Bezos, right? And if you notice, I can apply, or I can do apply to all, right? And let me make sure. Okay, so I want to fix that to make it center. And then because I know that this screen is mostly focused on Jeff Bezos, I'm just going to do apply to all. And it's going to apply the preset from this one to all the videos. So now if I play my short.
Principles at Amazon, core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. And by far the...
So I think I can use some more left movement on this one here. All right, and then I can apply to all again.
Most important one is customer obsession.
So that says moving his head to
we
the
talk
right,
about
it's
it
not
as
going to be
customer obsession as opposed to competitor obsession. And I have seen over and over again companies talk about customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And that's just a completely different mentality. By the way, competitor focus can work long run as well as customer focused.
So you see how easy it was to actually make that happen? It's so beautiful, it's so easy. So another feature that I like is the add background music. And I believe this is the only app that has that option to add the background music. So I'm gonna go ahead and trying to find what beat let me see if I can use a mellow beat. I think I like Fat Chill. So let's try with it. Let's try it.
We only have a few principles at Amazon, core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. And by far the most important one is customer obsession. As customer obsession as opposed to competitor obsession. And I have seen over and over again companies talk about that they're customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And that's just a completely different mentality. By the way, competitor focus can work, but I don't think it works in the long run as well as customer focused.
So it's so good, you can decide to increase your background music volume if you feel like it's not.
At Amazon kind of core, we only have a few principles at Amazon, core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. And by far the most important one is customer obsession. Customer obsession as opposed to competitor obsession. And I have seen over and over again companies talk about that they're customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And that's just a completely different mentality. By the way, competitor focus can work. Focused.
All right. So yeah, so let's go to the left side of the screen and let's do some of our preset. So if I go under preset, if I go here, I can actually use different templates. I could choose different template. I love this. So if I want to use this one, I can actually use it. And my template is going to be.
We only have a few principles at Amazon is that we go back to over.
So you can do that. There are a bunch of them that you can do. Can use this one. I love this one as well. It's beautiful.
Over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. So first one, and by far the most important one, is customer obsession. Customer obsession as opposed to competitor obsession. And I have seen over and over again companies talk about that they're customer focused, but really when I pay close attention to them, I believe they are competitor focused. And that's just a completely different mentality. By the way, competitor focus can work.
So this is beautiful, right? Isn't it? This is another one I love.
We only have a few principles at Amazon,
I'm actually going to use
values
this one for
that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at,
so you can use this If you can set your title, your caption style, so you can change your caption style here. If you don't like the current captions that you're using, you can actually change it to something different. You can use this one. Let me see. Another one I like is this one. Let's see. So there's a bunch of them that you can use, and this is beautiful. Trust me, this right here is the main one that I've seen that actually allows you to do this.
We have a few principles at Amazon, core values that we go back to over and over again. And if you looked at each of the things that we do, you would see those run straight through everything. By far,
so you see how that's nicely done. You can add your branding. So if you have a logo you like to upload, you can upload your logo here, of course. Background music. If you have an intro and outro video, you can do all of that. So you see how easy it was to actually create this video. For me, it was really easy, straightforward. Even though that I was teaching it, this takes me usually like 2 minutes to do. And I'm going to be showing you how to upload the video. So you can click on export on the top right. If you do post to social media, you can text it to yourself. You can download it directly on your laptop or your computer. So I'm going to be posting on my social media today. So I'm going to be using TikTok. I'm going to let everybody, I'm going to allow comments, allow duets, allow this, and I'm going to say third party. I use third party because it's not my video, right? So I caption it. So the AI is going to look at the content of the video and it's going to generate an auto caption that you can also modify and edit. This is beautiful, right? And then I'm going to hit schedule and I want it to go out today. It kind of gives you recommended time. Right now it's 3:24. I'm going to actually just post it for 3:29 the next 4 minutes. So let's do that. And I'm only posting it on TikTok, and within the next 4 minutes, it should be posted on my TikTok. So that is how easy it is to use Minvo. Minvo is, I feel like it's an answer to all the questions I've always asked about these short video creation tools. And trust me, I recommend it. There's a link in my bio for Minvo. And that should direct you. And also there's currently a deal for Minvo, lifetime deal on AppSumo. So you can go on AppSumo and get yourself Minvo. I think the deal expires in the next 3 days and 8 hours. Let me see the AppSumo deal. So you can see your license tier here. It has 69 and it's going to give you 2 hours for a lifetime. It's going to give you 2 hours every month. This is a great deal. 129 is going to give you 5 hours every month for forever. This is a lifetime deal. So it ends in the next 3 days. So go ahead and grab it. The link is in my description. And like I said, this is one of the best videos out there. If you have questions, please leave them down in the comment. I read the comment by myself and I'm going to be responding to all your questions and comments. Thank you so much. I'm going to be ending the video here.